So I'm here with.
Tyler North, head men's volleyball coach.
All right. So after going through this, I'm gonna have a few questions for you. So just kind of jumping into it with question one. As you reflect upon your first season with the Higher program, what are you most proud of?
I'm proud of how this group overcame the non-conference schedule. We took some losses we probably wish we wouldn't have. Getting swept by Mount Union, going out to Wittenberg and get beaten up pretty good. How they responded in the middle of the year, we were pretty darn good, and then a couple injuries, a couple bad breaks, and we lost a couple games in the middle. But overall, I think how we responded from that first month, which was pretty challenging, especially with us being on the road for almost the entire month of January. Then being able to respond from that and put together a very good season the rest of the way.
All right. So with question two, with the special senior class, with all seven of them playing inaugural roles within the program's success, how was coaching them, and what you miss most about coaching them?
Yeah, taking over a program that has that much veteran leadership was very different from what I had when I took over Teal all those years ago. It was fun. It was challenging in ways of, they've been at it for so long that they, not expected success, but they were, they've been through success before. But it was a blast. Having that many older guys was very easy for me to be able to connect with them and overcome some of the challenges that a younger team sometimes struggles with in the middle of the year.
All right. So, kind of balancing off those challenges, what challenges did you guys face going into the PAC as being a PAC women's volleyball coach prior to Hiram? What have you enjoyed the most about the conference?
Yeah, the competitiveness in the conference is fun. There was no easy nights in conference play. Even on the women's side, my last couple of years, everybody was getting to the point where you had to show up and play. I think it makes for a lot of rivalries because everybody's so close together, and especially come playoff time. Every playoff game I've ever been a part of, men's or women's, the place was packed. So I think that's the big thing with the PAC is everybody's the rivalries are different than some conferences where you've got teams 5-6 hours away. You don't have that with the PAC. So I think that's the biggest thing with the PAC is we had to adjust to, yes, some of the teams were similar, but also some of the teams were different. Grove City first year team making all the way to the finals. So I think it was getting to the semis obviously was great. Obviously we wanted to go a little farther, but again, having no nights off was a little different than in years past in some of the other conferences they had played in.
All right. So, kind of balancing off the semifinals, you ended your season at 16-11, made it to the semifinals. What were some of the emotions that went into kind of that semifinal match? Kind of what you felt before, during the game, and after?
Yeah, obviously splitting with Grove City in the regular season, we knew it was going to be a tough one. And of course, not being able to make them come to us, we knew going to their place, first year program, first home game, it was going to be a hostile environment. That first set, losing 31-29, I feel like it was kind of one of those as a coach, whoever took that first set was going to take the match. Obviously we battled back and forced a fourth and all the sets were close, but it's one of those, in that type of environment, if we would have been able to take that first one, the way that first set went, I think it would have been potentially a very different night, but it is what it is. You got to be able to finish, so hats off to Grove City, but that was, I think, that environment and the way that game went was pretty much how we thought it was going to be. It was going to be, no one was going to be able to just go in and run the other one over. It was going to be competitive the whole way. So obviously it was a tough way to end the season. We would have loved to have another shot at Teal, but playoff time, you got to take care of business of the one in front of you. So we weren't able to do that, unfortunately.
All right. Thank you for sitting down. And anything else you'd like to say?
Go Terriers.